Who is going to grab him, and what would be a potential package? Hello, everybody, and welcome to Blue Jays Today, where we always have something to say about the Toronto Blue Jays. I'm your host, Nicholas Playalog.
And I'm your host, Adam Peddle, and today we're going to be talking about someone who's not on the Blue Jays, but who could be on the move this trade deadline. That is Trevor Story. Before we get into Trevor Story, guys, make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below, and also check out our sponsors in this video, Monkey Knife Fight, Manscaped. Code is TodayJays. Use that code and get special deals that are going to pop up during this video. All right. So, Nicholas, Trevor Story. There's been lots of stuff going on about Trevor Story. Lots of rumors, lots of speculation. Is he going to get traded? Is he going to get traded? What do you think?
Well, I think it's just one of those situations where Colorado would be so abysmally dumb not to do it. You know, if you, for those of you who watch our weekly podcast, our Blue Jays Today show, we have a weekly dumb. And I mean, this would be a season-long dum-dum in my mind. They just so desperately need to start fresh on that squad. Clearly, it wasn't working. Their franchise, their star player, Nolan Arenado, wanted out. He dipped. They got rid of him for basically scraps, in our opinion. Trevor Story, there's been rumors circulating that he's not the happiest camper over there either. This is the last year of his deal, and he is a valuable asset, so they could probably pull in some decent prospects, cash, what you have it, for this guy.
Yeah, and like speaking of prospects, the Colorado Rockies don't have many good ones right now.
Hell no.
They have one in the top 100, and he's estimated to come in 2024. So that is long.
I didn't even see that.
Yeah,
man.
right? That's a long time, bro.
That is like way down the road. Like we
Not
could
even
have won
close.
3 World Series by that point. You know?
For real. It's a long, long ways away. And Trevor Story, like you saying, can get some good prospects because this year he's off to a good start. 267 average, 343 on base, and a 445 slugging and an OPS of 789. That's very similar to one of our own players, Bo Bichette. So
yeah, for sure, man. I will say for Trevor Story's kind of his career, this is a bit of a slower start for him, just because you're used to seeing a higher 800 OPS, and typically it comes in the form of the slugging. He is a home run hitter. I think twice in his career he's gone over 30 home runs. So like definitely a lot of power there. But you're right, man. Like you could 1000% get something for this dude. I think that he will be on the move 100%.
Yeah.
Do you think that the Jays are a potential suitor? Could we be in the market for this?
Well, I'll be honest. I don't think that will be our first look to look for a shortstop. I mean, we talked about Bo. We have Marcus Semien, right? And those guys have been working together all year, not only just offensively, but defensively together up the middle. And they've been raving about the chemistry that they've been building. So bringing in someone like Trevor Story is going to start raising a lot of questions.
Yeah.
Where does he play?
Yeah.
Does Bo get moved? Does Semien get moved? It's just something that's not super necessary, and especially when he's putting up very equal numbers so far this year to Bo and Semien.
Right.
So it doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
It just kind of like creates a whole slew of problems for us that we don't really need right now. And considering that he would cost probably a higher tier prospect. You know, when we were looking at it, Orelvis Martinez seemed to be a guy, another shortstop in our system, very highly ranked prospect of ours that might be able to get the deal done if we threw on a little bit more cash there. So it just doesn't make sense to be giving up such a high tier, high profile prospect in our system right now for a position and a guy who's doing pretty much exactly what we already have.
Exactly. And like I said, it wouldn't be our first look because most likely our first look is going to be pitching.
Well, it better be, man. It better be. I don't want to get down that deep rabbit hole because I will go down and I will stay down there forever. But but it better be, dude.
And guys, don't worry. We will have videos coming out about potential guys with pitching.
Oh, there'll be videos.
There's going to be lots, and I bet
there'll be videos.
And I bet there's going to be more that we don't even realize.
Probably.
There's going to be guys popping up because there's the obvious one in Scherzer. Don't want to get too much into it right now, but there will be more.
Yeah.
So with that being said, let's have a little fun.
Yeah.
You know,
what are some potential
let's have a little fun.
suitors for this guy?
Lou, who could he possibly go to? Well, one team that we were discussing beforehand is the Brewers.
Yeah, man. So this is their infield right now. I know a couple of these guys, a couple of them because they were actually on the Blue Jays. But I'll be honest, I am not familiar with some of these names, so I might butcher them. Pablo Reyes, Travis Shaw, we're familiar with that guy. Louis Urias, Daniel Vogelbach, we should also know him.
A couple at bats with us.
Not super great. And then Colton Wong. I don't even know like where all those guys are going now. They used to have Keston Hiura who was up there. He is currently taking a trip down to the minors because he was just a strikeout machine. But clearly, I think just looking on paper, Trevor Story would be an upgrade over what they have right there right now.
It seems to be Urias and Wong up the middle because Vogelbach and Shaw are corner guys.
Yeah.
So it seems like that. I mean, I don't even know who Urias was until this year. Like
I also
I've
don't
heard
know
his
who
name.
the hell Pablo Reyes is.
No idea.
Like no idea, guys.
Sorry if you're a Milwaukee's fans, but we have no idea. So obviously a Story would most likely be an upgrade in that situation. The Reds, I believe.
Yeah, I'm not even super familiar
sure,
with what their infield looks like right now, man. Like Moose.
You have Moose at second. You have Votto at first.
Yeah.
Who's their third baseman?
Eugenio.
Oh, Suarez.
Yeah.
And then shortstop, no idea.
Yeah, I actually don't know.
Oh, DeYoung.
No, St. Louis. He's not St. Louis, isn't he?
Oh, is he? Oh, right. No, you're right. Oh my God. The other guy.
Who's the other guy?
Who's the other guy? No. We're messing up. It's anyways, the thing is, we have no idea. So that should give you enough, enough evidence that you should probably get a short.
Yeah, for real,
because
dude.
we don't know.
I have no
you
idea.
should do it.
Literally, like you should probably hop on that train. Now, I gotta ask you, dude, how concerned are you with the Coors effect with this guy? Because I was looking at some of the numbers. I'm decently concerned with it. This is part of the reason why I don't know if, why we would be in on it, especially because he's off to a slower start. But let me just look at this. In 2019, this is one of his best years in 2019, like crazy year that he had. At home, he had an OPS of 1064. He slugged 662.
Wow.
His batting average was 328. He was a monster. And then away, his OPS was 767. He slugged 445. Like it is a drastic difference in kind of quality.
Well, we were talking before this video when we were talking about the Coors effect being in play. We brought up Arenado. We were like, okay,
doing very well. He's doing
and
very well.
Arenado is doing well at St. Louis. So I'm not gonna let that
completely
idea
drive you away.
Change my decision at all. Exactly. I think Story is still a quality hitter, quality defender, and that any team should be glad to add him to a postseason roster.
Except the Blue Jays, because we don't need them.
We do not need a Trevor Story.
What about the Yankees, bro? Because I've heard that they've been connected. This is such a Yankees player to get. Kind of a higher tier, higher profile, big name. Like, let's just acquire him. This feels like written in stone that it would be good for the Yankees.
Yeah, the only thing with the Yankees is that he's slightly younger than usual. Usually they get some old dudes that are like already established.
That are like right there doing it now.
And who have the money and have lots of money. But obviously Yankees are running into a bit of a cap problem. But however, it is up their alley. They do have Torres and they do have Urshela on the left side of the infield. So I feel like there's a bit of a jam, especially.
I feel like they're dealing with the log jam too, man.
Yeah, and both of them are in I know Urshela especially is batting fourth for them now. Like he's in a very prominent position with the bat.
We like Urshela. We talked on the show. We're a big fan of Urshela. Wish we would have kept that.
Yeah, why did we get rid of him? Don't know.
But
we did. But yeah, so there's lots of teams like maybe Oakland because Andrew sucks.
Yeah.
He's a horrible replacement for them.
Yeah, I definitely heard Oakland would be good.
But then there's the problem that Oakland doesn't have enough money to grab someone like Story.
They'd have to ship some of the prospects, man. I'm not as familiar with their farm system right now. But
it's the money situation because they don't.
You don't think they could even take on his cap for this year?
Oh, I don't know. See, I don't have their cap off the top of my hand, but Story's like what 20 million or 19 million, something like that.
I know he's a little bit more expensive.
Right? And like Oakland has like what, maybe 80, 90 90, 100 million.
Right.
You
Well,
know,
I also heard
crazy.
the Rays were in on him as well, and I don't necessarily agree with that because, again, similar deal with the cap, but also, too, the number one prospect in the MLB is a shortstop, and they own him, and his ETA is now.
Yeah.
So,
I got him in fantasy. He should be coming up very soon.
I don't see them making a move at all. But there's definitely going to be a trade for this guy. Trevor Story will be on the move, guys. So pay attention for that. And let us know what you think in the comments down below about these teams. Who is going to grab him and what would be a potential package? We were looking at the Toronto Blue Jays, where Elvis Martinez seemed the closest.
Yeah.
Biggio could have been a thing, but we wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah, we wouldn't want to do that. Like Jansen, Kirk, like SWR.
Doesn't make sense.
These are guys of the future. We can't be doing that.
Doesn't make any sense. But if you are a fan of any of the teams we mentioned, let us know if you're interested in what you'd be willing to give up.
Yeah, guys, you can check us out on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Anchor, Radio Public, and Breaker. You can also check us out on our Instagram, Twitter, our TikTok as well. We're posting on there now. If you're scrolling through, you might see us. So add us to your For You page. I know this now. I'm on TikTok more. Wow.
Didn't even know that.
Right? Add us to, we'll be on your For You page. As well, guys, become a Patron, $3 a month, and you can join our Wine Unwind. We get a little drunk on there. We answer your questions. You can call right in, and we can talk to you and have a good time, no matter where you're calling from.
That's right.
Yeah, and again, sponsors.
So thank you so much for watching.
And go, Jays, go!